Good evening, everyone. I have the pleasure to wish my friend Mark Hamilton a happy 50th birthday. I wish I was there in person, but I'm not able to make it. But Mark, I want to wish you a happy birthday and to your wife and your family. We all know you as Breeze, but I know Maidi at this occasion want us to refer to you as Mark. So again, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Scott Woods. I have known Mark for a very long time, about 30. Wow, that even sounds weird saying it now. We met in 1989, freshman year at Morehouse, and he's been one of my best friends ever since we first met. And you'll hear that a lot tonight from pretty much every one of his friends. He's probably the best friend to all of us because he's just a really good dude, one of the realest men that we know. And he has grown into a great family man, a husband, a father, and I know he does a lot also in the community as well. But again, I've known Mark, being going on now for 30 years, going back to freshman year, and Maidi and I were talking back and forth, and I told her I wouldn't be able to make it, and she said, you should, record a story. Would you mind recording a story? And I laughed. We kind of laughed back and forth, and I called her sis, and I was like, sis, you really want me to tell stories? And then we just kind of chuckled and was like, yeah, PG-13 considering the audience. But again, we go way back since we were, 18, 19, very, young men, early stage young men in college, and have grown together. And I have three little short stories I want to tell real quick. I don't have a lot of time, but I want to share kind of three things that kind of shaped, at least in my opinion, our friendship over the course of the years that I've known him. Number one would probably be during the time we were at Morehouse, and I remember this so vividly. The Tupac album just came out. I think it was All Eyes on Me. It was a double CD collection, and Mark at the time had this black Toyota Supra turbocharged, and we drove. Or he drove. I drove too, but. He drove. We drove together. Excuse me, from Atlanta to New Orleans. It was either for Mardi Gras or for Bayou Classic. But anyway, one of our good friends had transferred from Morehouse and was at Xavier in New Orleans. And we would routinely go to New Orleans and hang out with him and, his family in New Orleans. And so, one of my vivid memories is driving with Mark from Atlanta to New Orleans. And I think we played that album back to back to back, all the way there, all while we were there, and all the way back. That was one of my vivid memories from college, is just being able to hang and kick it with Mark. At the time, we called him Breeze. Everybody knows him or knew him at the time as Breeze, but he has grown into Mark Hamilton Esquire, that you all know him to be today. And then the second story, really quickly, was after graduation. So I didn't have a car in college, but I got a car for graduation. And I had a really nice Ford Pro GT. It was black with a tan leather interior. I was so proud of the car. And one day I had driven out to Mark's place. I forgot, either Mark and I were together or I was driving out to his place. We were going out, just hanging out. This was probably senior year because I got it right after senior year. This had to be like the day or the second day that I had the car, like literally. And so I was driving through the gate. He was either at Mark's place or it was over a friend's house. And the gate closed in on my brand new car, right? It was one of those secure access, security guard, and the gate opened. I think Mark was with me at the time, and he gassed me up. Oh, man, you can make it. You can make it. I tried to squeeze through, and the gate closed on my brand new car and scratched up the side of the car. And I was distraught and beside myself. And I vividly remember Mark coming up to me and putting his arm around me, and was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. We still going out. We still gonna kick it, and you can take care of that tomorrow." So we did end up going out, and he made sure that, that I wasn't down in the dumps after I just destroyed the front panel of my brand new car. It was vivid, but he's always been, down. He's always been my boy. He's always been down for me. He's always given me support. And then the final story, real quickly, is we were much older, and so probably the greatest time of my life was that year after graduation. Mark and I and a few of us were still in Atlanta after graduation. It was before Mark went off to law school. It was before I went off to grad school. Mark moved back to Chicago, went to DePaul. I went to D.C. and ended up going to grad school and then law school. But that year we probably hung out probably every single day for about the course of a year. And probably the best time of my life that I can think about it is just the fun that we had together, between cooking out, between hanging out, just hanging around each other's apartments with our other friends, and we just spent a lot of time together before obviously we went off to do whatever we were going to do in our lives. And I can just remember just vividly just how much fun Mark was to be around, and how much fun we had. And then to play it forward, some years later, we were a little bit older. Mark was running for judge in Chicago, and I had recently graduated law school, and had visions of grandeur of what we're going to do in the world. And so Mark was running for judge, and he and my Edie had, I think, recently had just gotten married. So I had came up to Chicago to help him run for judgeship. And when I tell you, Chicago, that, excuse my language, but my black ass walked all over the south side of Chicago with Mark handing out flyers and pamphlets and stumping for him. And over 3 days, I probably walked well over, 200-300 miles, just stomping for my guy. And just seeing him in the community and actually engaging and standing up in front of, the church and churches and giving, little speeches on why, he wanted people to vote for him and his vision for the community. That was at the time where, we had really transitioned from being, young men into manhood. And I was, really glad that I was able to come up to Chicago for those few days and help him out. And I never told him this, but I was really proud of him, even though he did not win. But I was really proud that, I was there to help him and support him, and just to see how he reacted and people in the community, reacted to him. It made me really proud to be associated with him. So, again, I don't have that much time left, but I do want to, Mark, on today, wish you a happy birthday. Wish I was there to celebrate with you and your family, but you have nothing but respect for me. I love you. You're one of the realest dudes that I know, and I will end on this. And I believe, this is the essence of Mark's, character. It is if I got it, you got it, right? You. We, right? If I got it, we got it. If I got it, you got it. That was always, his mantra. And if we had more men in our community, fathers, husbands, young men who follow that same, mantra, if I got it, we got it, we could do a lot. And so that's how I would sum up our friendship. Again, happy 50th birthday. Many more to come. I wish I was there to celebrate with you, but know that Monica and I and the boys, we all wish you nothing but the best. So love you, brother, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.